Taylor Sherman to serve. Match point for MSUB, 15-14. And the Nooks keep it alive. They're going to have to go over. It's long and it's out, and the Jackets have won. They storm the court. They win their first GNAC match of the 2017 season, 16-14 in the fifth set. They hold off a tough Alaska team and win it 3-2. And welcome back at Alterowitz Gym. A dramatic finish. The Yellowjackets defeating Alaska in 5 sets. Zell, the first thing you said is that was a tiring match. You were all over the place. Talk about what it was like to be down there for that.
Well, in the beginning, you feel good, and then towards the third and fourth set, I'm like, oh my gosh, and I think to myself, this is why we do sprints in practice, because that's what Coach Casey always tells us. So I'm like, okay, I gotta push through, and I really had to just talk to myself, and I had to get going.
Talk about how the momentum sort of shifted in that match. It was back and forth. You guys took the first set, and really starting the second set, it was on your side, and then Alaska had a nice little run there. Talk about that dynamic there, going back and forth.
I think it was really on our side because our energy was really low. Coach Casey talked about a lot, and we talked about it on the court, and it's just we kind of matched their energy, and they didn't have much, so it was hard to go over the top with it, but we faked it till we made it. So
your second 30-dig performance of the year, you finished with 35 tonight. Talk about the defense that you played, what your vision was back there in the back row, and how you helped keep points alive.
It was a lot of just instinct. A lot of times I'm like, whoa, I didn't know I could get that, but a lot of it was Coach Casey telling me where to read certain hitters, and when certain girls are in the front row to go this way or that way, so that helped a lot because she sees more than I do, so definitely got some balls for me.
First GNAC contest, what was that like? You have the hype about it. Everyone talks about conference play, but to come out here and play in that game, what's that like, and to win it?
It was definitely nerve-wracking in the beginning. A lot of us are freshmen, so it's the first time playing conference, first home opener at the same time. But I think in the beginning we're kind of hectic from all the nerves, but I'm glad we just pulled through with that because it feels so good to know that we're 1-0 in GNAC.
All right, that's freshman DS Izela Alvarez getting the Jackets off on the right foot with the win. We'll see you right back tomorrow against
Okay, sounds good.
Coach, are you as worn out as your players, just having to get through that mentally?
Yeah, it definitely got extended a little longer than it should. Giving up a 6-point lead in the second game was difficult, but with such a young team, it's definitely a learning curve, and I was proud of the way they pushed through and finished that last set.
Yeah, talk about that fifth and decisive set. You guys actually got down by a few points. What was the difference there? We saw you give up the lead in the second set, but what was the difference in the fifth set to win?
That happened to us all weekend. We talk about it a lot, but we finally put our words into action and pushed through. I was happy to see us moving the ball around and staying positive, which is something that we've been working on in practice. They finished, and they finished strong. We weren't counting on their errors. We were trying to make as many points as we could on our side, and they did a good job of finishing the game.
A big night for the junior Miranda McConnell. She and Alexis Smythe just had really good chemistry there on that slide. Talk about her play.
Yeah, Brave did good. We've been tweaking her slide a little bit. We're trying to run it as fast as possible, and obviously Alexa really pushes the tempo of our offense when she's in. They were connecting, and it was working, especially towards the end of that fourth set and then into that fifth set. She was killing it. So, we're really proud of her, and we're excited to see what she can do tomorrow night, too.
Maddie Vigil showed her diversity tonight. Cut her first solo block. She was pretty pumped about that, but a huge double-double. 18 kills, 22 digs. Talk about the freshman there.
Yeah, Maddie's always been really good for us. Like I said, she's our consistent pin hitter right now. When she gets in the front row, we know that she's going to be aggressive. We don't have to worry about her taking plays off. She's always putting balls down and always wanting the ball, which is something that we ask our hitters to do. And then on defense, they were throwing a bunch of scrappy stuff, and it took us a while to figure it out, but once we did, she was picking up everything. So she did a great job tonight.
A lot of times when the end result was a point for the Jackets, we forgot maybe a play in the middle that Izela Alvarez made to keep a play alive that maybe shouldn't even have been alive. She was flying all over the place.
Yeah, Zell is awesome. as a freshman libero to be putting up 35 digs in a match is pretty unreal. She's all over the place. She saves us all the time, and the only reason we were in that 5th game is because of Zell and her scrappiness. So yeah, she's awesome. Those are the only words for her, is awesome.
A win in your first GNAC match of the season. You're 1-0. A big game coming up tomorrow against Alaska Anchorage, but you've won your last 2 matches. You have some momentum now after the sweep of Humboldt State. You start off with a conference win. What are your thoughts heading into tomorrow's game?
I actually like the way that we match up against Anchorage. I think that we have similar tendencies, and I think that if we're playing on and as a team with our communication, that we have a good shot of going up and putting up a really good game against them. So I'm looking forward to getting back in the gym, and we're going to go talk some things out right now and focus on Anchorage right now.
That's Yellowjacket head coach Casey Williams. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll be right back with you. 7 p.m. Saturday evening, MSUB hosts number 18 Alaska Anchorage. We'll see you live on the Yellowjacket Sports Network then.